Hi, I'm Kumbale Goode and I'm the CEO of Taybull Pay. Okay, so I wouldn't say my interest in tech was sparked. I'd like to believe that tech fell into me instead of the other way around. It's a journey that I started with a focus on something else. But the more I just got into the changes that can occur whilst you're in this industry, the type of work that I can do and how I can contribute, I feel like that just changed the direction that I wanted my career to go. Yes, so my work is pretty exciting. As I mentioned, I work at Taybull, and Taybull is a fintech company here in the Gambia, but we also have a sister company in the UK. So we do a whole bunch of things, offering financial solutions to unbanked, to banked, basically every industry that requires financial services, financial solutions, we're able to provide. For me, the most exciting part especially is how we're able to work with small business owners in the Gambia, but also other partners that do support small business owners in the Gambia. For example, our partnership with Africa, which is possibly one of the first partnership that we had engaged with, and it was quite exciting for me personally. But in fact, going beyond just enterprises as a partner, but just a day-to-day individual, I think one challenge that businesses have, especially small businesses have, is how do we receive our payments? How do we expand our markets outside of Gambia? The Gambian market is quite small, unfortunately. So what we are trying to do, or what we can do with our platform, is actually extend who you can provide your services. And this is where the payment solution comes, because now you can have clients all over the world and they can easily send payments to your wallet. So when I say small businesses, this is what I see. Being able to expand your customers outside of your current region and your current location. And this is something that Taybull Pay in itself does perfectly. It works whether you're a micro business owner, it works whether you're running an e-commerce platform, it works if you're a large enterprise, it just works for everybody, as long as payment is a challenge for you. For me, that's the most exciting part of what Taybull Pay does. There are other components I don't want to delve into, but the most exciting bit for me is that. For girls, I'd say the first thing is try and overcome the imposter syndrome. It's a challenge that I had coming into the sector. As I said, my beginning was not as streamlined as I would have wanted it to be, and tech fell into my lap as opposed to me going out looking for it. So I think the first thing is really being able to overcome that imposter syndrome. Believe that it's a place that you are meant to be, and just take space. And the other is as well, do research. If you rely on the materials that are available solely in the Gambia, your thought process might be limited. So do as much research as you can. Don't allow yourself to be limited by what other people are doing in Gambia or what other tech careers that are available in Gambia. Right now we live in a global village, as we like to say. I know the term has been overused, but that's exactly what it is. So try not to limit your career pursuit. Do as much research as you can, increase as much of your technical skills as you can, get as much hands-on experience, whether it's just volunteering or interning at different institutions, but get as much hands-on experience as you can and build your technical skills, whether it's in programming, especially in programming. I know it would be ironic, anybody that knows me would be ironic saying build your programming skills, but it is essential in the area that we live in. Find a mentor, especially somebody that will guide you, somebody that has been in the industry, has a vast knowledge. They will guide you and just help you focus on the path that you need to take. The one thing is, I've come to the realization that technology is the solution that we need in Gambia. Unfortunately, our infrastructure may not always agree, and this is something that needs to catch up with the trends. But the fundamental thing is we need to make sure that infrastructure is ready for what or for where the world is taking us. If you look at where we are and where the rest of the world is, we are really playing a really slow catch-up game, and we need to get to a point where the infrastructure is in place to be able to build what we have. So when we are talking about agricultural innovation, for example, precision farming, using drones in farming, these are all things that are available already, but unfortunately we're not at a place where we can use it. If you look at the agricultural sector, it's really reliant on the season, and with as much arable land as we have, we think that this will become an issue of the past. And the solution would be using technological tools and advancement for areas such as this. So there are so many places that we can put it, even when it comes to education as well. Remote learning, for example. I know this is something that we experienced during the COVID-19, and it was an issue. There was a lot of trial and error with regards to how we can make everybody to still be actively learning, even though they're at home. This is something that could have been easily solved, and the tools are already available. But unfortunately, because we are playing a catch-up game, it becomes a bit of a challenge for us. So I think as long as we're able to put the infrastructure in place, the technology already exists, the tools already exist, and I believe as a population we are at a point where we are yearning for that change, and we would actually accept it as it